新ロブジラ
My god, that is a wide boy. Anyway. Tech time. So we're gonna get G minus 1.0. Movie Monster Series posing. Side of the tag shaped out the dorsal fins. Inside of the tag. Front of the tag showcasing that full poster image that inspired this figure. Sing it with me, kids. Please come here. I will little flowers and vowels and stuff. Alright, that's all done. I really can't see this video lasting too long. Since this gentleman is of the -1 variety, we've pretty much seen everything that he is going to feature in terms of paint and detail. A lot of the painting taking place on the front, top, and some of the sides of the figure, not too much else elsewhere. Although thankfully they did give him the cool hands and not the paw hands, and I do very much appreciate that. That tannish sandy brown color is now going to appear somewhat shinier and a lot less in your face. And it'll be present on the arms, on those tits, moving into the lower torso and crotchal regions. And yeah, this doesn't look half bad. It also doesn't look much different from the original release of this here figure. It's still mostly devoid of color and all that, but the toes are painted. Yeah, on both sides. The claws will be painted too. Yeah, on both sides. Jeez. Rain. And now we can take a look at this lumpy head. Paint will be present on the top of his head, but it's very light and very faint. I actually had to do a double take when getting this guy out of the box for the first time because it really did appear as if he had nothing up there. But he does. Let's take a look at Breakfast GOJI's eyes, and yeah, there's a lot less yellow this go around. Those small black pupils are definitely, they're definitely not fantastic. But yeah, look at these things compared to my pinky. That is precision that, oh dear. I can't tell if the scar is in the right place or not, because on my original copy, it was kind of higher up, and it really bled into the rest of his head. Here it's kind of just sat on his cheek, which may or may not be accurate. Picture? Okay. Teeth-wise, they're lovingly painted. For whatever reason, he's got a top front row, just not a bottom front row. That was on the original, right? And more tiny, lovingly painted little teeths. Detail on the roof of the mouth, and tongue detail for good measure. Detail-wise, it really does look like they took a very malleable mold of the original Movie Monster Series figure and kind of just gave him the good old dick twist.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude!
That dick!
Twist his dick!
But for the most part, it doesn't feel like details really suffered, save for over here where they get a bit muddier. Like, there's a bit of a fall off on the shoulder blades over here, and that's going to be present on both sides. I don't make figures. I don't know if that's a thing that happens or not, but you can somewhat see that on the inside of the thighs as well. Detailing really starting to yogurt it up and not be as 4K as the standard Movie Monster Series figure. But then you look at his shins and you look at his feet and everything seems to be exactly as they should. Or maybe not. I don't know. From there, we can move into these dorsal fins, and they are as you'd expect from -1 at this point. Big, spindly, sharp, and beautifully detailed, because even if this figure is, for all intents and purposes, just okay, the detail still shines something fierce. I don't know why it's so much more easier for me to talk about the 385th Shin Godzilla or Hedorah figure I get in, but when I get another -1 figure in, it's just kinda teeth pullish. Make no mistake, I'm very happy to own this guy. Anything that'll bring us closer to more Movie Monster Series posing figures. But I guess I'm just starting to feel and understand how other people feel and understand when they see yet another Hedorah coming out of the mix. Although, I won't say I'm upset.
I'm upset!
I won't say that I'm bummed. I guess I will just say I wish this had maybe just a bit more to it.
You are a worthless, friendless...
I appreciate the pose, and I appreciate that the Movie Monster Series is doing something new, but it's strange to think of this guy ever even coming close to the riz and aura of dancing GOJI. I don't know, maybe that's just my Showa bias showing. Bars. Anyway, we're gonna move into size comparisons, and I'll meet you right back here for articulation and other fun stuff. since he's a bit hunched over, this guy's going to be a bit shorter than that of the standard Movie Monster Series figure, in that he'll be standing over 5 inches tall, but under 6 inches tall. Unfortunate levels of shelf hoggishness. Shokugan. Movie again. King Series. HG. Action figure. Monster. SH Monster Arts. Finger puppets. Fun. Yeah. Minus color. Sick. Alrighty, let's peep that articulation. We are going to get a swivel at the arms. Both. Yes. A swivel at the legs. Also both. Nothing at the base of the tail, nothing at the mid portion of the tail, nothing at the tail at all, and nothing at the head. And to be completely honest, this is one of those moments where a Movie Monster Series figure probably could have shipped out with no articulation, and I would have been kinda okay with it. He's already posed. You don't really need to do much else. Although, I am lying. I like to pose his arms back a little bit more as if he's really rearing it back like, Urgh! Plus, when I leave his arms out a bit too forward, he kinda just looks like the SpongeGar reaction meme. My god, SpongeBob is everywhere. Anyway, so here is the standard Movie Monster Series Godzilla -1 versus the posing series Godzilla -1. And as you can see, yeah, not too much has really friggin' changed. I will say though, I really do enjoy the fact that the toes are much more splayed out on the posing series version versus the Movie Monster Series version. Same could be said with the hands, because I really, these look like paws. I like when his fingers are more splayed out like that. They're cooler. You can also see a bit more of that difference when it comes to the paint on the body when looking at these two. Standard -1, that highlighting is so much brighter and so much more obvious. Posing series -1, it's a lot more faded. Oh yeah, that scar definitely got the downgrade, or maybe the upgrade. Maybe that's just better. I don't know. I kind of like this. Yeah, between the claws, they almost look shades apart. Aw. I will say this much though. Seeing the tail from up top like this, it's actually quite interesting. I can't put my finger on it, but it definitely differs from what we've seen on the standard. Oh yeah, it absolutely does. It's probably because they made the tail thicker. Jesus Magnolia! Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on here. This is more than just a dick twist and retool. That's especially apparent with the toes, and this isn't anything new. We've seen this happening with other major variants of the -1 figure, like Meatball GOJI. Although even in regards to Meatball GOJI, that highlight paint is definitely a lot less noticeable, especially in regards to the body. But I'm gonna say this, I don't think I actually hate this. I mean, yeah, I really do like to see it and believe it, but something about the more subdued take and having alternate takes per figure isn't all that bad. Nails look like they could be the same. Aw. Toes are mostly looking the same. Oh wow, hands are different too. My god, he's got some gaudy friggin' hands. Sick. So despite whatever version you own of GOJI, be it standard, meatball, or SpongeGar pose split, you're gonna get something different between the three, and honestly, that's pretty cool. I think it's just more so a case of, are people really going to bite the bullet and get another GOJI? I like the pose. He's definitely going to stand out on the shelf whenever I can find a place for him on the shelf. Preferably like this, so I could maybe save some room with this friggin' tail. Jerk. But either or, I've been ShinRobJira. I do so hope you all enjoyed. I didn't mean for this to come off so low energy, it's just, I guess I really do just have that Shin Godzilla and Hedorah bias. Those awaken a hype within me that this guy maybe might not do. But when next we meet, it'll either be the SH Monster Arts Dark Magician, which hopefully Ami are going to ship out soon, or it's going to be one of the many unreleased videos that still haven't made their way out. Trendmasters-a-thon. It might continue on Friday. Until then, until whatever is next, I'll see you all then and there. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my socials. Peace.